plethora of response from CLAT aspirants. Yes, the passage, the most awaited series that they were waiting for, yes, has come finally. Because you know, dress rehearsal of CLAT, what more do we look for? Every passage will offer different meanings, different explanations, different assumptions, premises, inferences, most likely, least likely. This is what is the passage. The passage world is a different world, a world which needs well-read people, which needs people who have which know how to get into the passage and get the central idea of the passage. So I'm very happy to get your responses and still waiting for more new responses, because as you wanted main idea of the passage, we are turning to main idea. See, main idea is nothing, it's just child's play for you once you try to understand how you're going to do it. That's it, right? Let's start with second passage. This was the passage that I did yesterday's class. I had 4 questions in this, and I turn to the next passage. This is passage 2. Right, students? Okay, let's start with the passage. The first murder ever committed in the United States occurred in September 1630. So they're talking of the first murder which was committed where? United States. The facts, September 1630. Right? Shortly after the pilgrims arrived in Massachusetts. The pilgrims, that is the people who have gone for traveler, they arrived at Massachusetts. John Billington was the father of the 2 sons, one of the first to settle in the New Plymouth colony near what is today Boston. Boston is a very famous place in America. So he was the father of the 2 sons. The one of them used to settle in Plymouth colony, which is Boston now. And one of the people who signed the Mayflower Compact, and he was also the colony's first murderer. So who is the colony's first murderer? Please see. John Billington's son. Father of 2 sons. So John Billington is the person they're talking of. Then they say that, see the description, he was the father of 2 sons. One of the sons, one of the first to settle in the New Plymouth colony, and it talks about he is the first murderer of the colony. Reading further, you can see every paragraph would point it in a different part. Billington, in fact, was the first person to commit any crime in the colony, as far as we know today. So he was the first person. This person was the father of 2 sons. He was also the first to be executed by the state. First person to be executed by the states in the New World. Billington's crime was to shoot a man named John Newcomen. Whom did he shoot? John Newcomen. For reasons which are lost to history. We don't have any reasons why did he murder this person. No facts given here. But Billington's problem had not begun on the soil of North America. Please see, we have a not which is placed before had plus V3. See, when we have had plus V3, a grammar point which I don't want to miss, but we have to make it negative, so it will be had not V3. Right? On the soil of North America, he and his sons had nearly caused a mutiny. You've heard of Mangal Pandey's mutiny, the first war of independence, the cause of the thing. Aboard the Mayflower during the arduous trip. Ardor is, something very hardworking, something taking a lot of pains for something across the ocean. One of his sons, in fact, fired his gun aboard the Mayflower near an open keg of gunpowder. The flash from the gun could easily have ignited. Can you see this word, ignited? The powder, which would probably have sunk the ship. I just wanted to recall and tell you how did I learn ignite, and you would also not forget it. I learned it from geography. I'll have to just erase this. I'm sorry. Igneous rocks. My geography teacher taught me igneous rocks. These rocks have fire in them. They created from fire. And the geography thing has left 20 years back, but igneous rocks remained in my mind. And this is helping me today itself also while doing the passage here. To just scroll it a bit. Here we go. This is the word I was talking of, that is ignite the powder. So this is going to burn the powder, which would probably have sunk the ship. Probably this is the reason that the ship was sunk. You can see this, the problems have been stated. His sons have caused a mutiny. Then there's a arduous trip. One of the sons fired his gun, and this flash from the gun could have ignited the powder, which would have sunk the ship. Once in Plymouth colony, Blixton's behavior did not improve. He refused to serve any form of military duty under the leadership of Miles Standish, a duty that was seen by the colonists as a part of every man's responsibilities. This person, Blington, refused to do his duties, and he was later implicated in a plot to overthrow the entire leadership of Plymouth colony, but a lack of evidence prompted the town's leaders to let him go free. Although he had made up a kind of some plan, some kind of, if you will say, conspiracy, but then it was just because there was no evidence available against him, so he was free. He just escaped from it. In the end, Blington's rebellion, angry nature, you can see he's very rebellious by nature. So he's a bellicose, belligerent, pugnacious person whose angry nature. So if you don't know rebellious and angry, you can see that and rule which I explained to you, right, working. He was found guilty of the murder of John Newcomen and died in disgrace on the gallows. Gallows is a wooden frame on which the neck of the person is kept and cut. This we do in the noun section, the words always ending with S. After doing the passage here, we have understood, I hope. We turn to the questions directly. Based on the information in the passage, which of the following best describes John Blington? Was he quiet and shy? It would be itself the words fun. Aapne last words kya padhe the? He was very rebellious and angry by nature. Not at all. We can't choose that. Is he rebellious and angry? Yes. Do read the other choice. Is he clever? He's not amusing at all, so it can't work. He's bold and patriotic? No, he's going against it, so can't work. The answer is very, very simple. Yes, he's angry and rebellious. Do add two synonyms for it. Always ready to fight. This is called brinkmanship, right? A warrior spirit. Second question. This is simple. Which of the following is not true of John Blington's according to the passage? Which was not true? For whom it is not true? That is John Blington as per the passage. He had two sons, absolutely right. He had two sons. He served in the military task. He served in the military task, of course, under Miles Standish. He tried to lead a mutiny. This is absolutely correct. Yes, he tried to lead a mutiny. And he attempted to overthrow the government, of course. He served in the military under Miles Standish. No, this is incorrect. I give you supporting evidence from the passage. Look up. What does the line say? Under the leadership of, he refused to serve. So when he refused to serve under the leadership of so and so, how can it be right? Here is the line. He refused to serve. So he did not serve, right? The answer is this. This is not true. This is 3 are true, and so this is incorrect, and this forms our answer. Moving to next question of it. The nearest meaning of the underlined word arduous. I was talking of the root also here. What does arduous here mean? So the root here, ardent, is something which is putting up your best, doing things in the best of scenario. Have you heard of ardent forest or arduous task? Think over it once very carefully that you can do it. Arduous, yes. So it will be something which is simple, difficult, long or stormy. What you would do about it? Come on, think over it once. I give it to you here. Yes, so it is something very good, right answer. It is something difficult. It's an ardent spirit. That means a great spirit, hard work. Most of the Shakespearean plays have ardent forest, hard work. You have to put in your best. That is ardent. That's a simple, long and stormy won't work. Turning to our 8th question. Why didn't the leader of the Plymouth colony, he's talking of whom? The leader of the Plymouth colony punish, whom did he not punish? The Blington for rebelling against his authority. See, they wanted to punish because this person has done something wrong, still they did not punish. Why did they not punish him? This is the question. He was not guilty. See, we had a line that there was no proof against him, so we can't say that he was not guilty or guilty here. This is incorrect. Blington was Miles Standish's nephew. No, this is not the reason. He had 2 sons who needed him. This will not be the reason that you don't punish someone. He didn't have enough evidence. Simple passage and simple question here. Right? Don't worry. We'll be moving to complex passages and the poems too. Turning to our next question. This will be a good practice for you. 9th question. A good title for the passage would be, what is the whole passage about? It's about the history of Plymouth colony. Please look up. Is it about the injustice of Miles Standish? Did he do any injustice? America's first murderer, or early American legal battles? What is not talked about? Use your deletion method. What is not talked about? We don't have anything about this. We don't have this history here. Of course, we have these 2 points. But as per the passage, he talks about the first murderer. We had talked about, as we started the passage, we did discuss this is the main idea, this is the title, this is the gist, this is something in a summarized form, the crux of the matter. Yes, this is the title of the passage. I hope you understood the second passage too thoroughly and you did not face any problem. So, we'll be coming up in our next class with the next passage, one passage after the other. Yes, because this is what is the stair to success. Hard work is the key to success. Right, students? Do prescribe it and do like it and do share your comments. Thank you.